See this? You know what this is? This is what I traded my bass for, because I don't need it anymore. What's up, everybody? I'm Doug the Storyteller from Storytellers Union. Thanks for dropping by Storyteller Studios East. Probably gave away a little bit more than I should have in that opening teaser, but here we are. This short answer is yes, you can sell that bass guitar. Yes, you can fire that bass player if all you're doing is recording. He probably never shows up anyway or can't really pay his parts, but here's the deal. ToonTrack EzBass is an amazing piece of software. I had it for a while, maybe a few days before I decided, yes, I could go ahead and sell my SG bass and pick up the Gretsch I showed at the beginning. So what I'll show you now real quick is my favorite feature, and it's great for guitar players. This is how I do it. This is how I'd suggest you do it, because it's just super simple and so easy, especially if you're looking for a bass part that's just going to follow the guitar parts. This is your best bet. I've already mixed down a DI track of my guitar with nothing on it. So what I'm going to do real quick, let's bring up EzBass, get it into Studio One. You can see this, it looks super nice, super cool looking. Love these basses. You got a EzBass Modern, it's 5-string, or you can go vintage. I just love the look of the vintage. It locks in with the timing. You can see down here, oops, let me move this over. It locks in with the timing and tempo and song key. You do need to change the song key. This is what I've got going here on is E minor. Let me let you listen to what I have with the guitars going on. 1 pan hard left, 1 pan hard right. So you can see what's going on there. It's kind of reminds me of like an 80s Metallica kind of. Kind of got that feel to it. Don't have a bass part yet. What I've already done is bounce down a DI track. I'm going to go out and get it. I'm going to use the audio tracker. You can convert audio to MIDI. You can drag the audio file, your bass or guitar, or even the rhythm section. You can get drums, and it'll come up with a bass part for that too. But I've already got an audio file floating out here on my desktop, so here it is. I've got it in the EzBass. Got it set up and ready to go. It's the 80s metal DI. I'm just going to load this up. What EzBass is going to do is look through it. It's going to ask me some questions now. This is a guitar audio because it is the guitar part that you just heard without the effects on it. So audio to bass MIDI. I want the percussive mutes, I want the grace notes, I want the slides, I want the ghost notes, I want everything. You can see here also it's already locked it in to the 135 tempo. Everything looks good, so I'm going to tell it yes. Just real quick, let you listen to this. You can hear this is just the DI without any effects. This is what the guitar sound like going into the DAW. Not the prettiest, right? So on the other side of that, you have this though. Here's the converted to bass. It's EzBass vintage. What I like to do is go with the clean pick, and here's what you get. So what you want to do is add the MIDI to your song. You can go in here and tweak any of this the way you want to, but this will be good for this demo. But add the MIDI to the song track. Boom, there it is. Then you can go over here, and I just think this kind of looks cool with the bass playing along. I'm going to back this up. So here you can hear a little bit of it with the bass, guitar, and drums all going at once. And clearly I've got the bass cranked just for the demo purposes. But so this also works if you just want to record a bass part on your guitar. You can record the bass line out the way it is in your head, drop it into the audio tracker. It's going to convert it to MIDI. Then you can play around with it. And you do notice that these are 5-string guitars for both the vintage and the modern. So you have that low B there. But what you can do is go in and edit the play style. If the low B, you can go in and tweak this, but for demo purposes, just real quick, I'm going to show you, you can bump everything up an octave. And now when you go through and play, those low Bs aren't going to be that low. So check this out. Here's something to show you, because I'm not a big fan of that low B right there. So I can go in, I can do this 2 ways. This would be the easier way. Go in, tweak that part in particular. You see I've clipped it out to where I've got that low B there. I'm going to go in, I can select it now, go back up here to my octave and bump that piece up. So now here's what would happen there. Let me back that up, sorry. So here's what would happen there. So that still sounds a little weird, right? 2 ways to do it. This is, I think, is the easier way, because I'm concentrating on that low B right there. So I'm going to cut that up. Now I can select just this section, bring it back down the octave. Now here's what happens. I'll go back to this E here so you can hear it in context. Here we go. So you can see how it happens twice there. First with the tweaked B. Let me go back here to this D. What are we on? 17. So let me just start up here. See, and it'll sync, which is really cool. The playhead in EzBass will sync to where you are in your DAW. So I'm going to start here on measure 16. What you're going to see here is the B. It's going to go not to that low B string, but here it will go low B string, and you can tweak as to your taste. But it just is a sample. Here you go. So it really depends on personal taste, but you can go in and tweak. It's a really great program. I want to thank everybody for dropping by. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button. If you like what I do, give me a like, give me some comments. Keep coming back. We're going to have a lot more content on the channel. Stay safe. Be kind to each other.